Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. Yes, it's the one and only, the one you came to see, the one you clicked on to hear what makeup I'm bringing you today. And actually, the makeup I'm bringing you today, before I get started, is it just me or is anybody else out there feeling like we have entered like the stimulus realm of makeup? Definitely like complexion products. I just feel like every week we're getting more and more and more and more complexion products. Not to say that we wasn't getting them on a regular basis, but I don't know, it feels a little suspect, like they really coming for our stimulus coins this year. Maybe that's just me. But anywho, I am reviewing, demoing, and doing a wear test for, you guessed it, yet another complexion product. This one is the new one by Fenty Beauty. This is called their Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint, right? So this one here has light to medium coverage. It wears like second skin. From the reviews that I've been seeing and from what I've been hearing, basically you put it on and it's so light and so airy, you pretty much can forget that it's there. For the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drops, you can't like look for your shade in the traditional way that you would typically, look for like your Fenty Beauty foundation shade. The way that they have these categorized is that they're offering 25 different shades, which range from, grab my notes here, light, medium, medium deep, and deep, right? So for instance, just to kind of give you somewhat an example, if your Fenty foundation shade ranges from like 240 to 260, then your Eaze Drop number would be 9. So you see how that works? Like you can't go into Sephora and say, oh, I want Eaze Drop, in 340. It doesn't run like that. But on their website, as well as their Twitter, they do have helpful charts that will help you determine, based on your Fenty Beauty foundation shade, what your Eaze Drop shade would be. So, with all of that being said, I'm going to prep my face. I am using Huda Beauty. This is their pre-makeup complexion primer. As always, at least for now, until it runs dry like my Laura Mercier did me and I started getting clowned because I would not throw the container out. I was like really struggling to get whatever little remnants out of it. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. And I'm going to put down just a little bit of flower powder. Can y'all see that? It's reflective, top all dirty and stuff, telling my business. A little bit of flower powder, and this is by Bakerie. It is in the shade Chestnut or Almond. Apply that lightly to the areas that typically, you guessed it, gets oily. In this wear test, it's gonna be a simple one. I'm gonna wear this product for a few hours, and see how long it holds up, how much does it transfer, is there any sort of creasing or, things of that nature. But I'm not gonna do like a full face of makeup just because this skin tint is kind of giving me your day off face. So I'm not gonna overwhelm it with all of this big bulky makeup. I just wanna see if it helps to blur imperfections in the face, leaving you with a natural, even toned complexion. So because my Fenty Beauty foundation number is 420, I was matched with Eaze Drops shade 20. This is what it looks like. Isn't it cute? Look at the little bottle. It's a tiny plastic bottle, fits in the palm of your hand. It has, let's see here, 32 milliliters or 1.8 fluid ounces of product. I am going to attempt to apply it using my foundation brush. I'm not really sure if it's gonna work, but we're gonna see. So I'm just going to, okay, and I thought it was gonna be watery or runny. It's not. I am happy with the consistency thus far. My mirror, so let's see. Okay, I'm liking the shade, I'm liking the what y'all think? Does it smell? It has a little bit of a smell to it. It's not floral or anything, but it's nothing that would be overwhelming or seem like it would be long lasting. Okay, what do y'all think? So I put it here, nothing over there. I like it. It does feel very light. I'm really not feeling, you know, anything on my face. I mean, at least not as of yet. Now, once I start doing, you know, like concealers and pressed powders and blushes and all of that stuff, adding layers on. But for now, this feels really airy and light. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And let's go to the other side. Anytime your complexion products can help cover like your scars and things like that, that's always a blessing. Even if it's not full coverage, which this one states it is light to medium coverage, but it still covered it. Honey, to me, that's a win. That's a blessing. I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer. And like I said, I want to keep this one as close to natural or the least amount of product as possible, but I'm somebody's mother, I'm somebody's wife. I keep late hours. There's no way I could have sat down here and just said, okay, and I'm done, and not do something about these under eye situations that's going on. So the concealer is by Juvia's Place. I Am Magic, and it's in the shade number 9. I am going to use my Sephora brush and just kind of pat that in a little bit. Seeing as how I really didn't use a lot anyway. So to set the skin tint or the Eaze drop in the concealer, I am going to use Beauty Bakerie's Flower Powder, and this is in the shade Chestnut. I'm going to use my beauty sponge and begin to set the areas that I used concealer on. Like, I'm really hoping that this wears well for me. This would be such a game changer for coming into the summer, especially depending on where you are spending your summer at. You know, you still want your face to be, you know, put together and still wear your makeup, but some of these areas, it's too hot, your makeup is melting. No matter how much you try to set your makeup, sometimes you can overset your makeup and it still runs and it doesn't wear well and your face feels heavy. And this, you know, pretty much is supposed to be the complete opposite of that. So this could totally turn into like a summertime foundation, or even, you know, a foundation of sorts for some of us who want to wear makeup, but it doesn't matter what time of the year. You know, makeup feels too heavy on your face, clogs your pores. This, you know, promises to give you some coverage, but still allowing your skin to breathe. I know in terms of the coverage, it's definitely there. I mean, it's definitely there. I had some scarring from a few pimples on the side of my jaw, and literally one layer. That's another thing. I didn't even have to go back in and, you know, do multiple layers. One layer of the Eaze drops and it was gone. Like you can't see it at all. So I love that it's giving coverage of foundation without making your face feel weighed down. Of course, for the darker, more rich, deep toned concealer areas that I applied, I am now going to use Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in the shade dark. I'm just going to use a little bit just to set those areas. Too Faced multi-purpose complexion powder I am going to use, and that's pretty much all over. It's in the shade Chai, which is my foundation shade, and just very lightly just pat that in across my entire face to give it a more gradient look. For our blush, I know you guys are so used to seeing me pull out my 6-pot palette, but today is different. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. At least for this video, I'm trying. And I'm going to use one of the cream blushes by Milani. It's this one here. It is in the shade Blushing Berry. Shade number is 130. This is from their Cheek Kiss line. I have not yet used it. It looks very pretty, very pigmented. Let's see. Let's see if it's sheer or how does it wear. I'm going to see how it applies using a blush brush. Just dabbing it into product. Let's see. Yeah, it's giving me like a very light kind of balm type of application. It is pigmented, but it's not too much. It's not giving too much. And honestly, I would not want to layer this one without the risk of messing up the rest of my makeup. It's there though. It's giving some color, it's there. Yeah, like, look at my face. It looks greasy now. So what I'm gonna do, without applying any additional product, I'm just going to take one of my brushes that I applied some of my pressed powder or setting powder with, and I'm just going to use that to go over the areas that have the blush on them. So I would say this is definitely a blush that you would need to set, especially if you're not going for the kind of glossy, dewy, look for your blush. You might want to have a brush with a little bit of translucent setting powder on standby, just so you can kind of take some of the dewiness or the shine out of this blush. And even though I did that, the blush is still there. It's just not as shiny as it was when I applied it on its own. I think this is one reason I tend to steer clear of cream products, because of the different textures. You have matte, you have natural, then you have dewy, and sometimes those all don't go together. They don't mix well. So just a quick recap of everything that I put on today, because some products I left out the price points and where you can actually pick them up from. So as we know, the Fenty Beauty Eaze drops, they come in 25 shades ranging from light all the way to deep, with light, medium, deep, and deep. They are $29.50, and you can get them both at Sephora as well as FentyBeauty.com. You have a little bit over 1 fluid ounce in each product, and for assistance with shade matching, because they don't run the exact same way as Fenty Beauty foundations, you can visit FentyBeauty.com as well as contact someone through the Fenty Beauty handle on Twitter. They'll help match you guys up. So that's for Fenty. As for the blush that I used, Milani. This one is from their Cheek Kiss collection. Right now to date, there are 4 shades in the cream blush. They are available at Ulta as well as Ulta.com, and they are $8.99 per container. So the timer starts now. It is 12:30. I am going to attempt to wear this for at least, I want to say at least 7 hours or so, which is typically like a full day in terms of wearing makeup. And then I'm going to come back and give you guys my full-on review as to if this wears, if it doesn't wear. That is all I have for you guys until we reconvene in a couple of hours. So fingers crossed that my face stays looking the way that it does, because I have a feeling this is going to turn into a great summertime complexion product. So I will chat back with you guys shortly. So it is now 9 hours into my wear test. I know I said I was going to attempt to wear it for at least about 7 hours, but I'm just now getting back in the house. So the time now is 9:15 p.m. Here's my thoughts. I mean, my face, you guys can tell it has some oil breakthrough in the T-zone area. to be expected. I have a oily T-zone, right? In regards to if I think that that is a deal breaker for this particular complexion product, not necessarily. My skin is still not irritated. It still feels as though I have nothing on my face, which is a plus. My face does not feel congested. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel wore down with, you know, tons and tons of makeup. So that is a plus. Now for the nape, I don't remember seeing it advertised this way, but there was a tremendous amount of transfer between my face, this complexion product, and my face mask. I mean, it was a lot. Although I used the setting powder, I used setting spray, I used my Urban Decay All-Nighter, which typically has really good results. This one, it was a tremendous amount of transfer between, like I said, my face and the face mask. And for me, that's like a no-go, because I don't want to be outside and next thing I know, you know, I'm wearing the mask, I'm talking through the mask, I take it off, I get somewhere to take a picture or, you know, just talk to people, and all of my makeup that is, you know, underneath the mask is now smudged or it's removed because of the transfer. So that's about it. That is honestly all I have for this wear test. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video to watch it. If you have made it this far, even if you just kind of fast forwarded a little bit to see, you know, what the results was going to be, I appreciate you. And as always, everything that I used is going to be in the description box below. So definitely check out those links if in fact you need them, or the list of products. Maybe not links, but the list of products if you need them. If you think you are my shade match, some of my other complexion products that I use, my numbers, my shade names, they will be in the description box as well. But until next time, you guys know the drill. Let me move out the way. So you have this video here, which is amazing. Or look, that one, which is equally amazing. So click on either one, enjoy them, and until next time, guys, we will chat soon.